Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It's a quick one. Now it's Scholes. Lovely ball and a real chance now. That's a sharp pass. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Milan looking to pass their way through. Foden. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
This guy, Sandro Tonali, was being touted as being one of Italy's greatest midfield talents. Remember this?
He's having a shot! Goal, Milan! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Portugal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Casemiro.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And the through ball. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much...
Shapes to shoot!
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's onside. And he's got the beating of his... There's the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
A case now of complete control.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Vinicius Junior. Now it's Foden.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. It's crossed into the middle. And now they can clear their lines. And he's had it nicked away. Olise. Now that looks a decent ball. And he was quick to react. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other. And we're off again.
Portugal really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
Spread out to the left. It's a threatening ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Alexander-Arnold. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Vinicius Junior!
Great football, shot and save.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Cleared without hesitation. Throw in. And here's Elise. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Eto'o looking to add to his goal. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Van Dijk calmly anticipates. And that's the end of that, it all started well enough. Scholes. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's picked his way through. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Schlotterbeck, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's Dembele! He's kept it out just.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Schlotterbeck gets across to intercept that. Foden. Some resolute defending there. And here's Dembele. And here's Foden.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now that's well seen too. And they're back on the ball again. And this is Adriano. Very nicely done. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It's a promising position. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Now it's Eto'o. And it's Scholes. Can he get on the end of this? Takes a shot! Oh, taken with style! It is no contest. It is a landslide. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Well, all I can say is that he did very well to squeeze it in near post. He didn't have much to aim at.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Tonali, oh, good-looking ball. That's that, the end. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And it's Xabi Alonso. And he's intervened well there. And here's Raul. Cruyff. Messi. Koke. Aimed beyond the defence. And they're quick to get it back. Oh, that's fabulous. Cruyff.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Good ball, good take. Cruyff can so cleverly bypass the press. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Koke. Fired deep. Up he goes! Goal! Portugal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And he lines up a cross. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Pull it. And the finish! Saliba gets good distance on it. Xabi Alonso calmly anticipates. Bale. Now it's Bale. Now it's Neymar. Now, can they get him away? Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's played through for him. He's being urged to... Great chance! And again! It's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Sport. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And so we're off again. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rodri.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched.
And he's had a hit! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
It's a mighty effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Raul. Oh, a delicate chip through. That is a brilliant interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Portugal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Bale. Can he get on the end of this? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Shoots! And he's there to get it away. And it's Nielsen. Rodri is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Sporting appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Rijkaard. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Sporting look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not...
Just the goalkeeper. Bale! Gareth glittering Bale! A finish right from the top draw. And they're back in front. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. "75 minutes played. Knocks it into space, and he welcomes it in.
Portugal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Tries the cut back. And that's really well manoeuvred. Raul. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Substitution for Sporting, number 9, Johan Cruyff. Number 4, Edmilson. Coming on the field, number 14, Bellingham. Number 15, O'Shea.
Portugal close now to seeing this one through to the end. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, what has happened here? Khan deals with that nice and simple. Rijkaard is the team's... And the referee brings it to a close. Portugal proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This guy, Carvajal, is one of the most adventurous fullbacks around, Peter. He's definitely come a long way since he had to go to Germany to look for first-team opportunities.
Bale! Now, who's going to be first to this? He'll try to keep this alive. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Played back. Passing is crisp and sharp, and he's had it nicked away. Now it's Neymar, and he plays one through, and it's just the goalkeeper. Tries a shot! It's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Portugal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Good running, strong and purposeful. It's Raul! A ripper from Raul! One more for his glittering collection. He's got himself an absolute peach. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Calm, big chance! Gareth glittering Bale! A finish of true class! And the comeback is complete! Simplicity itself.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Portugal go into the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Dembele. Nicely shaped ball. Dink through. Chance!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's been played through, and takes a shot! It's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that.
Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now he's off and running.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Rijkaard. Mateus. Oh, it's Dembele. Can he get on the end of this? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And there is the half-time whistle. And we are up to the break.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Portugal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, that's a key interception. Mateus. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Can he finish? Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And that has been cleared. He shifted it to the flank. Lovely bit of skill. And this is Koke. Oh, super ball. He's having a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Portugal have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Almost an hour gone. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press.
Decent chance! Oh, super goal! A finish right from the top draw. Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Mateus.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 14.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect.
And the finish! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Looking for a runner. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Bale, and that's been intercepted. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Puskás. Picked out brilliantly. Shapes to shoot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's Rooney. Neymar. And this is Dembele. Oh, that's a there's the shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Dembele. Number 20, Puskás. Number 22, Neymar. Coming on the field, number 18.
Xabi Alonso clears.
Number 11,
Lexington really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Bojan. Portugal needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for...
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a mind.
Messi! And he's there to clear it. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well read, nice interception. Rijkaard. Xavi Alonso. And that's that. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
My thanks to Jim. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle and here we go. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
And here's Pato. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar. And it's made its way to him. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, the player Nuno Mendes is someone who's really impressed me as being a two-way player. Very confident, consistent, and always willing to take people on and get himself into those good crossing positions, and he can deliver too.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And he's only too happy to take that back. Schlotterbeck. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Now it's Dani Olmo. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Approaching the half-hour mark. Oh, this looks sharp. Rafinha! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Now it's Raul. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And he's lost his man here. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. And they've got rid. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Raul will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nuno Mendes. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Dani Olmo has got himself a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Baresi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And this is Pato. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Nice physical challenge. Portugal. And we've reached half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. It's Pato! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And here's Raul. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Xavi Alonso is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Shoots! And he hits the net! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
And here's Rafi, and the shot! And it's in! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Now it's Raul. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Koke. Spread neatly. Oh, that's superb. Big chance! Oh, no. That could be a costly miss.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Danny Olmo. Number 21, Son Heung-min. Number 10, Rafinha. Coming on the field,
Now it's Messi. Threads one in. Olise going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And the finish! Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Olise. Rijkaard. So that's it. It is all over. Portugal pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So it's down to business here. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Raul has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Oh, what's he done? He's found a way through.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And this is Xavi Alonso, crossed into the middle. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, that is takes a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
No goals as yet. Now it's Batistuta. He's going for goal! Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pedri. It's a good spell of possession, this. Now it's Raul. Little pass back. And here's Bale.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pass somewhat off target. Koke. And it's Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for the run. And this is Pele. Pedri. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. So what can they conjure from this one? And this is a great chance to take a lead. That is some save from Khan. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Delivery from Dani Carvajal. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Xavi Alonso is the team's great visionary. Searching pass he's played there. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's a key interception. Rijkaard. And here's Bale. Oh, he's bustling through here. Now that looks a decent ball. Baresi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he shoots! Goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in...
And there's the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're off again.
Portugal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Pele! It's there! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And it's Neymar. It's Neymar! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they... Pele! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Pele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 26.
Barcelona with the corner. They're first.
Number 10, Pele. Number 17, Fernando Torres.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Number 25, Neymar. Number 4, Rafinha.
Just about up to 75 minutes.
Owen. Substitutions taking
And
place.
now they can spring out of defence. Portugal looking to pass their way through. And this is Bale.
Bale really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And this is Bale. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Pressing high and with purpose. And here's Messi. Chiellini calmly anticipates. Conte. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Conte. Can he get on the end of this?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Batistuta. 2 minutes to be added on. And that is as far as it goes. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And the finish! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Portugal really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's Neymar. Rijkaard. Now here's the... It's a mighty effort! That's a decent clearance. Chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Portugal have their second corner now. Keeper has taken decisive action. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through.
Shoots! And he's really put himself on the line here. Goal! Inter! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Inter Milan have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Deftly away. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Chance for a shot! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack...
Shot, surely! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Played out wide. And this is Rooney. Terrific header! Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Bale! He has done it! It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Now that looks a decent ball. And we hit half-time.
And now, to all members of the crowd, I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday boy a very special birthday. Substitution.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now it's Raul. Timber. Van de Ven. Oh, this looks sharp. Now, can they get him away? Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Bale. Inter Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Dani Olmo conjures time and space where few can. Neymar. He is just caressing the ball. Takes a shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Neymar cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Dani Olmo. Chiellini. And it's Koke. Pinged towards the front line. Now it's Rooney. Aimed beyond the defence. And he was alert to it. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Rooney. Spread it left. 5 minutes left on the clock. Knocks it into space. Great chance! No, he couldn't get hold of it. Corner number 3 coming up. Van der Ven clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter.
1 minute added time.
And he was quick to react. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Portugal perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo.
He's gone for goal! That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Foden. He's had a shot!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Alexander-Arnold standing over it.
Yeah, it may not seem important, but it is. I think the first corner can always set the tone.
And now they can spring out of defence. He's got away. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Still goalless. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Now he's got space here. Now this could be a chance. Schlotterbeck
Did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Can he finish? Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Corner number 2 then.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Zaire Emery, and he's whipped it across. That's really well cleared.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right player.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Over to the left. Vinicius Junior. And the half-time whistle goes.
So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum. And they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Portugal have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Substitutions taking place.
There's the start of the second half. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Delivers the ball. Schlotterbeck trying to keep this in. Picked out brilliant. Haaland! Now, who's going to be first to this? Mateus plays it short. Takes aim and terrific header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
And the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Chance for a shot! Schlotterbeck gets it away. Portugal are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Good take, and is he in? Baresi. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Courtois. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Decent chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is that. And he shoots! Oh, it's a beauty! About as smooth as it gets. AC Milan are all square. Terrible error, duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Rashford. Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press. Half an hour gone in the second half. They'll have one final crack at it. Olise. Foden. Vinicius Junior. And that could well leave a mark. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Rashford. That's a nicely shaped shot, surely! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Olise, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And there goes the final whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Portugal can always take more positives from a
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So we're up and running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Jr., in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can turn them and just leave them behind and have a clean run at goal. He's a very tricky customer and getting better week by week.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Alexander-Arnold has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
And now the breakaway. Now it's Olise. Neymar. Torres. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Picked out brilliantly. That has been slung wide. Can he get it through? Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
It's a threat. Oh, shooting chance! Goal, Milan! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Is there an Olise? Oh, that is asking for trouble. Great ball, and he's in here. Torres is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Goes looking wide. Played out to the left flank. Alexander-Arnold. Koke.
Portugal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come. This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Vinicius Junior looking for the run. Foden. Wow, that's a fine save. And that was very necessary. Nicely weighted ball. He shifted it to the flank. Crosses it. There's the header! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. And the half-time whistle goes. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Portugal certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Oh, it's come loose. That's the throw. Puyol is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. He's in plenty of space here. Bullish header! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that should get the job done. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. And he's in on goal. Great chance! Olise. He came in hard, very hard. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And here's Foden. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Terrific header! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Neymar, just denied by a lick of paint. We're talking centimetres.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Corner number 2 then. Olise attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Spread it left. Now this could be a chance. He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Portugal get themselves back into contention.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. Portugal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And he's managed to get free. Casemiro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That is good alertness.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Decent chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Vinicius Junior. And that's it. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Portugal really will...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power, the technique to play anywhere across the front line, but he also has the intelligence, the vision to play in a more withdrawn playmaking role, or even in defence. He could fill in and cover for any position as required, and he had the intelligence to be able to put it all together.
Yeah, he really does have it all. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Fires it in low. Koke. Olise tries to pass it through. Great ball and he's in here. Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Threads one in. Now that's well seen too. Oh, they could be caught out here. Zola. This is promising. Played out towards the right wing. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that is expertly dealt with. Zola has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And he's going to have his name taken. Great vision, but that has not gone well. Schlotterbeck has got himself a free kick.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Ferdinand is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Always chance for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Germany are looking to go forward now. Pele, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Now it's Hullet. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Messi. Pele. Alexander-Arnold. Casemiro. And that is as far as they're going to go. And the pass is intercepted. And the half-time whistle goes. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Portugal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Just eases him off the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's in a great position here. Ferdinand does well to get it back. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Casemiro driving forward. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
No way through. It's a searching pass, and there's green grass ahead of him. He's come in hard. Portugal can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And here's Foden. Zola. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Germany do have a chance to counter here. Picked out brilliantly. Hullet. Big chance! Well now, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Really well taken goal. That could turn out to be a huge goal.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Germany have taken the lead.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them.
And Zola! Gianfranco Zola! Sheer football poetry! A finish of true class! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Substitution.
Portugal are making a change now. Germany could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Shot could be on. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And here's Marmouche. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard.